Ever pondered why cats are like a coin toss and dogs are like your reliable alarm clock? Well, it's simple. Cats, with their mysterious ways and unpredictable behavior, can be likened to the uncertainty of a coin toss. Will it be heads or tails? You never know. On the other hand, dogs are consistent, loyal, and always there for you, just like your trusty old alarm clock. This amusing comparison sets the stage for our journey into the hysterical realm of cats and dogs. Get ready to chuckle as we dive into the hilarious world of cats and dogs. Ever seen a cat chase its tail? It's like watching a live-action cartoon. Picture this: a sophisticated feline named Duchess, a creature of elegance and grace, suddenly caught in a perplexing situation. Duchess discovers her tail. The fluffy appendage seems to have a mind of its own, swaying back and forth, taunting her. Duchess is puzzled and curious, a mix of emotions that leads her into a whirlwind chase. Round and round she spins, her eyes wide with surprise and confusion. She halts, panting, only to be tempted again by the mischievous tail. The chase is on, again and again, a never-ending cycle of Duchess versus her tail. It's a comedy of errors, a pursuit with no end in sight. Now, let's shift our attention to a delightful canine, Buster. Buster is a ball of energy, always ready for action. One day he spots his tail. Unlike Duchess, Buster doesn't seem perplexed. Instead, he's thrilled, his eyes sparkling with determination and enthusiasm. The tail chase commences. Buster is relentless, his pursuit filled with dogged determination, pun intended. He runs in circles, his tail just out of reach, but that doesn't deter him. His eagerness is infectious, his spirit undeterred, making the chase a spectacle of hilarity and persistence. Both Duchess and Buster are caught in their own tail chases, yet their reactions couldn't be more different. Duchess, the elegant cat, finds herself in a cycle of confusion, while Buster, the energetic dog, turns the chase into a display of unyielding determination. Their antics, so different yet so similar, provide us with laughter and joy, reminding us of the humor that life often presents in the most unexpected ways. So, who won the tail chase, the cat in its confusion, or the dog in its determination? It's not about the chase, but the journey that makes us laugh, bringing a little more joy into our lives. Have you ever seen a cat freak out over a cucumber, or a dog barking at its reflection? Let's dive into the world of our feline friends first. Picture this: a cat, sleek and sly, is casually sauntering around its home, tail high in the air. Suddenly it turns a corner and comes face to face with a cucumber, a harmless green vegetable lying innocently on the floor. But to the cat, it's an unseen enemy, a serpentine intruder. The cat's eyes widen, fur stands on end, and with a dramatic hiss, it leaps into the air, landing yards away, heart pounding, ready to pounce on the green monster. Now, why would a cucumber of all things strike such fear into the heart of a cat? Is it the shape? The smell? The fact that it's simply out of place? The mystery remains unsolved, but the resulting antics provide us with countless laughs. Now let's switch gears and visit the dog side of the spectrum. Imagine a dog, big and burly, trotting around the house, wagging its tail. It walks past a mirror and catches a glimpse of its reflection. The dog stops in its tracks, growls low in its throat, and starts barking ferociously. To the dog, the reflection isn't itself, it's an intruder, another dog invading its territory. The dog barks and barks, ready to defend its home, completely oblivious to the fact that the enemy is just an image. The more it barks, the more the reflection barks back, escalating the hilarity of the situation. These amusing tales of cats and dogs, their reactions to seemingly mundane objects, give us a peek into their comical world. A world where cucumbers are serpents, reflections are invaders, and the unseen enemy is often nothing more than a figment of their vivid imaginations. So, who had the bigger scare, the cucumber-fearing cat or the mirror-fighting dog? You decide. Ever witnessed a dog trying to steal a cat's food? Or a cat slyly sipping from a dog's water bowl? Well, sit tight as we dive into the comedic chronicles of our furry friends and their food fiascos. Picture this: a dog, let's call him Buster, with a mischievous glint in his eyes. He's been eyeing Fluffy the cat's gourmet salmon pate all morning, and he's decided that it's time to make his move. But Buster, bless his heart, is as subtle as a freight train. He tries to sneak up on the dish, but his wagging tail knocks over a stack of magazines, causing a loud crash. Fluffy looks over, nonchalantly licks a paw, and goes back to her sunbathing, leaving Buster looking like a deer caught in the headlights. Then there's Daisy the cat, a picture of feline grace and stealth. Daisy has a fondness for the cool, fresh water in Max the dog's bowl. While Max is busy chasing his tail, Daisy slinks over to his bowl. With the precision of a ballet dancer, she dips her paw into the water and brings it to her mouth, savoring each drop. Max finally catches his tail, turns around, and finds Daisy innocently grooming herself. He's none the wiser, and Daisy continues her sly sipping sessions every day. But let's not forget about Buster. Despite his clumsy attempts, he never gives up. One day, he tries to distract Fluffy with a laser pointer. As Fluffy chases the red dot, Buster makes a beeline for the food. But alas, he trips over the laser pointer and lands face first in Fluffy's water bowl. And so, the food fiascos continue, with Buster's clumsy tactics and Daisy's sly maneuvers adding a daily dose of comedy to their humans' lives. But in the end, it's all in good fun. After all, who could resist the charm of these adorable food thieves? So who's the smarter food thief, our clumsy dog Buster or our sly cat Daisy? Who says pranks are just for humans? Our furry friends seem to have a knack for it too. Let's kick things off with man's best friend, the dog. Picture this. You're getting ready for work, but you're missing one crucial item, your shoe. You've checked under the bed, in the closet, even in the fridge, because let's be honest, it's been a long week. Just when you're about to give up, you see a wagging tail and a gleam in your dog's eyes. That little rascal has hidden your shoe. A classic dog prank to start your day, wouldn't you say? But dogs aren't the only pranksters in the animal kingdom. Oh no, our feline companions are just as mischievous. Ever been sitting at your desk, working away, when suddenly you hear a crash? You turn around and what do you see? Your cat sitting innocently next to a toppled water glass. And the best part? They look as surprised as you are. Cats, with their sly moves and nonchalant attitude, are the masters of the "it wasn't me" prank. And let's not forget the age-old trick of the disappearing act. One minute your pet is there, the next they vanished, leaving you in a panic. You're calling their name, shaking their favorite treat bag, and just when you're at your wit's end, they appear. From behind the couch or under the bed, they emerge with a look that says, "Were you looking for me?" But you know what? Even though these pranks might cause us a moment's panic or a little inconvenience, they also bring a smile to our faces. Because at the end of the day, these pranks are just another way our pets show us their love and their playful side. So, who's the prankster of the year, our mischievous dog or our cheeky cat? Well, that's for you to decide. After all these chuckles, we have to ask, who's the comedy king, cats or dogs? Remember the riddles from our first scene? The cat that thought it was a lion, or the dog that believed he could outsmart his own tail? Each one, a comedic genius in its own right. And who could forget the epic chase scene in Scene 2, where the mouse was the real hero, outwitting both our furry friends? Then we had the unseen enemy. Whether it was a laser pointer or a vacuum cleaner, our pets' hilarious reactions kept us laughing. Cats leaping sky high at the sight of a cucumber, and dogs barking at their own reflections, both proving that comedy is truly a matter of perspective. Scene 4 brought us the food fiasco. Dogs that can't resist peanut butter, cats stealing fish from the table. It was a culinary comedy of errors. And let's not forget the Pawsome pranks from Scene 5. The dog hiding his owner's shoe, the cat pushing a vase off the table, each one a testament to their unique sense of humor. But when it comes to crowning a comedy king, it's a tough call. Is it the cat with its indifference and unpredictable antics, or the dog with its boundless energy and goofy expressions? Well, we'll leave that for you to decide. No matter who's the comedy king, one thing's for sure, our lives wouldn't be half as funny without our furry friends.